Good morning. Welcome to the morning chat where I tell you what's on my mind in the morning time. How you all doing? I hope you had a restful night's sleep. Um, I am up here early because guess what? Your auntie has a doctor's appointment this morning, so I want to bring you some content and to tell you what's on my mind a little earlier. And I could not risk missing out on this appointment because the next one won't might not be until next year. Hello, how y'all doing? I just want to let you know if I'm going from this one right now, I'm doing something new. I'm still getting used to looking at the camera and not at myself, and I also have Instagram on here live. If you want to see this live right now, you're going to have to go to Instagram, or you're going to have to join me on the morning chat, the morning ride with Akara, because there's a lot of nuggets that I be giving while I'm driving because I'm fully awake at this point, child. This morning I am doing something different. I have tea this morning, Power Peach this morning. I'll be sipping on some Power Peach, and that I hope will be very good. Yeah, I just sometimes just got to take a break from coffee, and my break came when. Let's be honest. Can I be real with y'all? My funds is a little tight. My funds is tight. It's like that's what my funds are right now. It's like I okay. But you know what? God has never failed me to this day. He has never failed to provide for me. So I'm just trusting on him. Yes, I am. I'm just stirring my tea and getting right on with my life. So let's see here. There's no morning announcement. Well, there is one morning announcement. Morning chat today. For the 24th, 24th should be available now on YouTube, as well as later on this evening should be my 3 nights in Vegas at 9 o'clock should be available. This is now, I have arrived, I've checked in, you get the room tour, you get me trying to find the bus, child. You know what I'm saying? Or getting off the plane and arriving in Vegas. So tune in to that this evening. And also, I love the viewers, my followers, and those that are supporters or that will be supporters in the future. Go check it out, leave a comment, and let me know what you think, what I could add, what I can take away from, you know what I mean? So, yes. So here we go. Let me see. This is the first time I've had Powerhouse Peach. These is it's loose teas. I can't do it because it's still dripping. But I have loose teas from Tija Tea. Yeah, TJT. I don't know how you say that. I hope I'm saying that right, but that's what it says. TEAJAT. So I'm opting for tea this morning. He's like, well, I thought you was up to age. Yes, but I'm of the finances that I got to, just eat a little slim pickings because I'm catching up on some creditors and bills now that I've had my vacation. So I have to pay somebody, and what takes the hit is the frequency of my eating right now. Okay. But if you feel some type of way about me not having my breakfast like I supposed to do, feel free to put a couple of dollars into my cash app. It's dollar sign Hatcher Enterprises or dollar sign AM Hatcher. Okay, if you want to put $10, $5 on there so that I can have me a breakfast and a good lunch or something like that, I'll take it. I'll take it. I would appreciate it. But if you don't, you don't have to. You don't have to do anything. If you don't feel no type of way, it's like, girl, you'll be all right. Trust in the Lord. And I sure will, because God, again, He never fails. Somebody's going to bring some donuts, some Chick-fil-A in this morning, and I'm going to get to work right on time to receive it. Hello? Hello. Okay. Because I'm going in for a colonoscopy consultation. I know it's like, oh, you talking about colonoscopy early in the morning? I'm eating breakfast. You might not be eating breakfast, but I'm eating breakfast. And if you don't know what it is, you're like, that sounds interesting. Well, yes, I'm of the age that I have to start getting certain screenings um, to make sure I don't have cancerous cells in this body. I know I don't. But, the doctors in the United States of America want to make sure that I don't. Okay. So, just another day living in the hood, just another day around the way. I'm feeling good today. Okay, I told y'all, if y'all haven't heard me say this before, let me tell you something. I can make a song in anything, it'll come up. Music is in my spirit. Now, I'm not a singer, but I sing. Okay, so let's kind of move on to the main topic because I might be talking on it and ranting a little bit and just giving you my grief. Okay. I want to talk about homeless beggars or quote unquote homeless, unhoused beggars. And in the Atlanta area at least, but in general, it still gets on my nerves. Not because people are homeless, but how bold they have gotten. And maybe when I was born in the 70s, and I was sheltered in the 80s. And when I finally left home in 91, and you know what I'm saying, I didn't really experience it, so please forgive me if I don't. I wonder what, if they were as bold. So if you're older than me or you've always experienced this your whole life, please put it in the comments. Instagram, YouTube, let me know. Okay, because at first it used to upset me when I used to walk when I lived closer into the city, closer to Midtown. I used to be able to walk to work. hmm And I would just see all these people living in tents and stuff like that. And it's like, why would anybody want to live this way or stay in this condition? You understand what I'm saying? Why would anybody want to stay in this position? What would cause somebody to stay in this situation? And a friend of mine explained to me that some of them are not homeless because of bad situation, because it's confusing to me, even as a black person in America, there are programs that will help you find a house, help you get food, help assist with money. I have been out of the country. I've been very blessed to have been out of the country, even if it's just to Bahamas. And other countries don't have the welfare system that we have. So I'm like, why do we have these homeless situations? And one person told me that some people they're not homeless because they don't want to be homeless. I mean, because they had no other choice but to sleep on the street. Some of them are mentally ill. Some of them are really just living off the grid. Okay. They don't want to be found. They don't want to be in the matrix like you and I. If you're watching this on your cell phone that you paid thousands of dollars to get or more, or you're paying monthly for a phone that's almost $1,000 now, and you're paying $1,300 rent for a two-bedroom or more, or you're living in a house and you're driving an electric car, child, I love you, but you're in the matrix. Okay. And they chose to not be on the matrix. Well, that's not the way the friend said it, but they're just living off the grid. They don't want to be found. It's easier to pitch a tent and live on the street and then beg for money. Hey, I actually had a friend who had a son that lived in a tent for a little bit, and he had a regular job. And then there's some people who have chosen to live in their car, like they've chosen to live in their car. Okay, this was a choice for them to live in their car. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, how you doing, honey? Thank you for showing up for the live on Instagram. Yeah, I gotta acknowledge my people that come in and view the show, but they willingly want to um they willingly want to live in their cars. I follow a young lady. I forgot, is it a Good Vibes, whatever. I can't remember her name. Beautiful young lady. She lives in her car, willingly lives in her car. But I'm not really talking about those people. I'm talking about the ones that stand in the middle of the street, knocking on your window, can they, mm-mm, holding the sign, that need help or whatever, and the ones that have become very bold when they knock on your window like, can I have, no, get out of here. I was talking to my cousin the other day, and you can't even drive with your window down, in the city, you know what I'm saying, without a homeless person thinking, coming to you, you can have, you know, um, and how annoying it is because sometimes they're really blocking traffic. Now I've done this on the morning ride. I've shown you. It's this one guy that has crutches, and I question if he's really need those crutches or he's doing that to make you feel more bad for him so that you will actually give him money. But he literally will be in the middle of Piedmont Street, Piedmont, be in the middle of the street with a little cup and walking. He's literally walking with both his feet with crutches underneath his arms, like looking like Eddie Murphy in Trading Places. Okay. But not with the if young people go look up. It's an old movie called Trading Places, one of Eddie Murphy's earlier films, and you'll know what I'm talking about. Or just look it up with Eddie Murphy in Trading Places, and his initial, he's acting like he is an injured vet rolling around on this dolly kind of thing, and is begging, and then the cops is like, "Come on, get out of here!" And he's like, "I know you have legs, Curtis." It's like what? And then the police officers lift him up, and then his legs come because he's sitting on it like kneeling on this dolly, and they pick him up, and then his legs come down. It's like, oh, it's a miracle! It's a miracle! Blessed. And then he started like catching the spirit. It's like, man, get out of here, And when I oftentimes feel that those people are scammers. Um, I was looking up the homeless beggars, um, but let me see. There are people that are going around, and I heard this years ago, and when I lived in DC, where there's people out there begging you for your hard earned money that you go get up and go to work and hate your boss, you know, and they be out there asking you for change, and they're really collecting a bag, and at the end of the day, they go around the corner, get in their Mercedes, and drive to their mansion in the outskirts of the city. Their job is being a beggar. Okay. Is playing on your sympathy. So, oh, this thing's interesting. It says 8 fake beggars that were revealed. And they're out there. And I question because part of me.
Hello everyone. We've all been in the following situation at least once in our lives. You're walking down the
Listen,
street or
let's listen to
standing in a
this.
subway car when all of a sudden a person appears and begs you to give them some money. At that moment your heart sinks. You start looking for your wallet, but then you think, where will my money really go? Am I doing the right thing, or will it end up in the pockets of some bad people? It is because of these thoughts that many people seize this impulse of compassion. And in most cases, they are right. Among the street beggars, there are a large number of scammers. Today, we'll tell you how criminals on the streets deceive people and what tricks they use to manipulate us. Let's get it on.
8 fake beggars
People
revealed.
with disabilities. A classic example is beggars pretending to be disabled. This is one of the most effective tricks. People are more willing to help people who have physical disabilities. Just like even
The
more
guy
compassion.
with the
They can usually tell us a sad story about a terrible
with the
sometimes
crutches.
these people deliberately expose their
Oh, and
wounds,
they
and
did. They
because
showed Eddie
society will
Murphy in
not
Trading
give them
Places.
money to forget about them. These beggars
Okay,
deliberately
and I'm watching right
increasingly
now
people, and even use a wheelchair to make people believe they're
hashtag
suffering
Mine
in silence.
Warehouse.
But in many cases, it's discovered that the disabled person can hear and speak perfectly, or even run. Some criminals have been using this method for years, receiving money from naive people on the streets and public transport, but many have been discovered by the police or passers by. For example, something like this happened in China. A beggar pretending to be a poor man with both legs amputated was caught red-handed in the middle of a busy street in the city of Altai. The man with the disability was lying on the ground on some sort of traveling device when a passerby decided to expose him. One might think, what's it? Building your business online?
Commercials. The sound. I don't want to hear that part. You don't need the commercials. See, I should have logged into my personal account because I pay for premium on my personal. Okay, let's get back to the sound.
Seen the beggar on the bus a few hours earlier, standing up
If
to
I could show
absolutely
you
cold.
this, and
After
I
several
cannot
attempts to
right
pull off his
now,
pants, he managed managed to reveal his secret. The cheater's legs were crossed under his clothes, and his sad story was just fiction. Another example, a Chinese beggar, allegedly paralyzed, moves through the streets of Wenling on a wooden skateboard, lying on his stomach. It looks pretty heartbreaking, right up until the second part of the video. After his work shift is over, the man takes off his old clothes, gets up from his vehicle, and stands as if nothing were wrong. The
And got
saddest thing is that many
bang.
people helped him that day, especially a journalist who got out of his way to help him. However, the man refused. It's a pity that because of these thieves, those who really need help often don't get it. This is a family business, as internet users joke. In this video, a person pretending to be disabled crawls through the streets of the city, accompanied by two women and children. At first, it all looks okay, until the disabled man suddenly stops to rest on the stairs. There, the man takes off his disguise, gets up, and doesn't even limp. Blind. Another type of fake
The
handicapped
blind.
people are fake blind beggars. These people
Fake
also
blind
cause us
beggars.
profound compassion, especially if they
Okay.
move around the city with the help of
This
God.
looks like it's going to go on for a little bit. Well, no, it's only 10 more minutes, I guess.
Here's a good example.
Fake
Of course, you
blind.
don't see this person's face, but a look from behind is enough to understand everything about it. The guy filming all this on camera is outraged.
How blind can you be when your blind stick is rolling behind you and you're looking into the storefronts?
Well, there
I
it
hope
is.
y'all hear this.
Young mothers. Another pretty efficient method used to extort money from passers-by
Ooh,
is
the
pretending
mother.
to be
I
a
don't really
single mother with a
see
baby in her arms.
like
Small
women with
pregnancy
children
craze
asking for
buzzes
money.
for help.
It's
How
rare.
can you say no? Even the toughest of us buy into it. Naturally, there are many single mothers in the world, women who need psychological and financial help. About 17% of children aged 0 to 14 around the world live with only one parent, often in extreme poverty. However, these single mothers you see on the transport or on the streets are probably not part of this group. As a general rule, their huge stomachs turn out to be fake. The scammer could carry them for years. If she has a baby in her hands, it's probably just a doll as well, although in some cases it is a
A
real
doll.
child, which is so much worse. In this case, the children are given sedatives or worse, so that they don't make unnecessary sounds and serve as accessories all day long. Not to mention the fact that the baby can have been kidnapped as well. Listen to this crazy story.
Kidnap the babies just so that you can beg for money? You put that much into being begging for money from people, you could get a job.
What's the problem? The problem is that the woman found out where the couple was going after their work shift, and more importantly, how. The woman drove a Mercedes-Benz car. Also, through the side window, it was clearly seen that the woman had a cheerful expression on her face as she was counting her money. Clearly, she has no remorse. The
None.
mentally handicapped.
Mentally
Another type of funny
handicapped.
disabled person on the streets of the city are actors portraying people with mental health problems. Sometimes this strategy works even better than fake physical problems. It is effective too, because some bystanders are afraid of people with mental problems and don't know what to expect from them, so they just give them some money because they don't want to get in any trouble. This guy's name is Gary Thompson, and he deserves an Oscar, really. See how he talks while on the street? You wouldn't tell that he doesn't actually have an intellectual disability.
Why the camera for? Give me money and to get some eat.
Journalists
It's a damn
decided to dig
shame
into the
what
beggar's
people
story
do
and discovered that
to
his
con
mother
you out of
sued
your
Honda
dollar.
for $2.5 million for a motorcycle
And y'all
accident.
sitting up here
Gary did
thinking
suffer a
that
tragedy
pastors are
which
stealing your
turned
money.
out. However, his brain was
Meanwhile,
not
you're
affected.
giving to
In fact,
people
his
like
speech
this.
and
You're making
movements
sure you
were
have
very
change
helpful.
I'm really good at it, really good.
for people who are
$100,000
faking
As you can
ailments
see, the
on the
guy's a
street
real professional.
and
Now the
collecting
actor
money.
works in Kentucky at Lexington, and before that he used to fool people in Austin, Texas in the same way. Plus, Gary has a degree in speech
They should be
pathology,
hired
so
to
he's
be,
an
they would
actual
be
expert
Oscar
at his
winning
job.
actors.
Homeless on the road. Another common type of beggar in the big cities are homeless people on the roads. In any weather, at any
The
time
homeless
of day,
people
they
on the
like to
roads is
pass
the
the
one I'm
street
talking
most
about.
fast, especially during peak hours when the drivers come to skate. These beggars usually only ask for a penny, but sometimes they also have their tricks. For example, they can start cleaning the windshield.
The windshield cleaners. Y'all know the windshield cleaners. This hasn't been, it's been replaced with the water boys.
However, nobody pays attention to it, and the beggar just gets up and moves on. Considering that all this happened during rush hour, it's not clear how the scammer doesn't fear for his own life. Robbed beggar. Another classic type of scammer is a person from another city allegedly robbed without enough money for a return ticket. Most of the time, you can find these beggars in the subway and at train stations. Everything seems very convincing. The
They
person
just
looks
need
well
a
dressed
to
and looks
get
automatic
home. You got
receivers.
$1
It
for
seems
me
you
to
can
get on the
easily afford to
MARTA.
be fooled. If you really want to help, you can
You
just
know what I'm
buy the
saying?
ticket and give it to the poor guy. But how do you make sure he really got on the train instead of returning his ticket 5 minutes after you leave? It's quite hard to believe that a person in such a situation doesn't have a phone or the number of a friend or relative to ask
Hello.
for help. But even if something like this really happened, there are better solutions than asking passers-by for money in many cities.
I'm going to stop it there because I only got 10 more minutes to be with you all. But those are the ones that really grind my gears. And it's the ones that be in the street and they look horrible. They look like they have mental illness or they're on some type of drug and they be in the middle of the street and sometimes blocking your way. You know, that even if you do go past them and you hit them, they're gonna get the money. You know what I'm saying? That they more than what you would have given them if you just gave them $1 so they can move the fuck out of your way. But it really bothers me. But you know, the question I asked my cousin, what's the difference between those beggars on the street and someone begging you to buy their t-shirts on the corner? Or water, like I said, the water boys. What is the difference between them and that? To me, the difference is one is at least offering a product in exchange for your dollar. The other one is just hoping that you will feel sorry for them and give them some money. Either way, I just, like y'all pray for me because I feel bad for really, really despising these characters out there. You know what I'm saying? Because there is someone who really need the help and they really have ailments and they really gonna say, if you homeless, well let me help you. There's a program that helps handicapped people and help you find a home. You know, and you can get social security if you cripple like this and you can't work. Okay. I heard a story real quick about a homeless guy that was, asking for money outside of the MARTA station. And this guy said, you know what? I don't have nothing to give you, but I can get you no money to give you, but I can set you up for a job. I own a company and you can work there. And the guy took his information like he was really interested. And he never showed up. That guy watch that homeless person again. He comes out of the MARTA station. He sees him out there again. And so this time he watches him. And then he waits until he gets a person engaged in helping him out. And then the equivalent of cock block, he money block that fake beggar, that fake unhoused person, okay, and said, don't give him anything because I offered him a job the other day and he was supposed to come in and he didn't show up. And I see him out here playing the same thing. Don't, right. You know what I'm saying? He blocked him because I have a problem with that. Like I just have a problem. First of all, I got a problem with anybody stopping me in the path. I don't care if you got a product to sell or not. If I didn't ask you or I didn't look like I was interested in your product, if I say leave me alone, that means leave me the hell alone. Don't still stand at my window at the car. If I do like this, keep it moving. Okay? Don't come on, sister. Come on, sister. It's the same thing if you're selling something to me. Hi, queen. Hi, king. Don't you want a t-shirt? No. Or I would have came over to your little table and bought a t-shirt. Okay? Nothing worse. I don't like salespeople for that very same matter. Like, leave me alone. If I didn't call you, if I didn't come over to your table, you can save your sales pitch because I don't want it. Okay. Now, some maybe they do it because it works on some weaker people. And if you one of those people, I mean, it's okay. It's okay. It's all right. I'm just not that. I feel the way some of y'all feel about giving your money to the church. I ain't giving no money, my money to these people that make a career out of asking people for change outside of gas stations on a exit ramp, risking their lives. I'm not giving my money to the same. I see them there every day, every day. Okay, even to the point it's like you do know I get off at this exit every day, and I see you there every day, and I've seen people give you money. Okay, you mean you haven't collected enough to get off this corner? But no, they switch out. There's one that's close to where I live, and they stand on the exit, not on the exit ramp, but right as you're exiting. So when you're stopping, they holding their sign. I've had to put a name to some of them. It's like anything can help crew. Help me, I'm a vet crew. And there's I forgot what I haven't seen it in a while because I don't sit at that exit anymore. I go a whole nother way. I get away out of there because I don't like it because I don't. If you're still here every day, that means that you haven't collected enough money so that you don't have to do this anymore. Okay. All because you don't want to be in the matrix. Okay. Well, Miss Me, you can get the ones that feel nice enough. I know the Holy Spirit will let me know who really needs the money. But it really grinds my gears when I see it. I feel no sympathy for them. It just pisses me off. Period. And I don't care if you're trying to sell me new phone service. It still pisses me off if you stop my stride and I ain't even looking. I'm happy with T-Mobile. Okay. I don't want AT&T. I don't want Mint Wireless. I don't want Boost. I don't want nothing that you're offering, or I would have called you. Do a commercial. Let me know you have a good deal going on. Okay? So you're like, what are you doing? Yeah, my alarm just went off, which tells me my time is up, y'all. So I got to get on out of here and head to my doctor's appointment. If you want to get a recap and a little more gems on the morning ride, go on over there to Facebook. Wait for me. I'll be there shortly. Okay. You all have a good day. I sometimes wish I can have a little more time, but I hate when I have stuff that I got to do this morning because I really want to delve a little more into this fake beggar situation. But I'll talk to y'all in a few minutes. All right, y'all have a good one. Remember, love yourself, love your neighbors, and stay authentic. You have a good one. Bye.